The managing director, Joel Simpson, of the Society Against Sexual Orientation and Discrimination, SASOD, told News Update today that the organization is pleased that two main political parties have made reference to sexual orientation in their manifesto. SASOD had earlier in the year approached the various political parties contesting the May 11 regional and general elections to ensure that the parties include laws and other measures in their manifesto to ensure that the people of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community in Guyana are not being discriminated against under the elected government. According to the managing director of SASOD, although he is pleased with the party's references to sexual orientation, there was no solid commitment from the People's Progressive Party. Simpson noted that the PPP made mention in their manifesto that the party believes people should not suffer discrimination on several grounds, including sexual orientation, citing that the opposition coalition went further by committing to measures to address discrimination on sexual orientation and other issues affecting persons of the LGBT community.
The burdens on the governing party, which has been in power for 22, 23 years, and the fact that we haven't seen any meaningful change in terms of legislation or policy leaves this belief, which is not even a commitment, very hollow. So I think the opposition coalition went further to commit to measures. Unfortunately, there wasn't much specificity in terms of what kind of measures will be taken, whether those are legislative measures, whether they're policy measures, or programmatic measures in terms of public education to deal with discrimination and so on. So we hope that that could mean multiple measures if the opposition coalition forms the new government.
This is the first time references have been made by the political parties contesting the elections on issues of sexual orientation and discrimination. In addition, the managing director of SASOD noted that the organization will be working with all the political parties that make it into parliament to win support for legislative changes relating to sexual orientation and gender identity in Guyana,
including the repeal of laws which criminalize same-sex intimacy and cross-dressing, and to have sexual orientation, gender identity, and health status added to the Prevention of Discrimination Act 1997 so that persons can have protection in the area of work, in the workplace, in the employment sector, as well as to lobby for constitutional reform so that sexual orientation and gender identity could be grounds for discrimination in the Guyana Constitution.
Reporting for MTV News Update, I am Royan Abrams.